Say something.
Something.
Hello. That worked out a little bit.
Just made it.
Just had to finish up my meal. Chicken and rice. And pineapples. So, other people, what's going on?
I'm going on.
We're going on. 2022 is wrapping up.
Yes, it is. And you are now tuned in to the 2023 season of Black Panther
And the cameraman.
Of
You're
course.
an IFBB
Of course.
pro. You've been to the Olympia twice. You're winning pro shows left and right. You're not worried about qualifying for the Olympia.
Negative.
2023 is going to be a big year. What does that look like for you?
Of course, now I'm in my growth phase, so off season basically trying to put on as much as I can in the weak areas and also in every other area. Yeah, so our first show is we're looking at Texas Pro again in August.
Okay.
And probably one more show after that, and then right into Olympia. So I'm pretty certain on my qualifications, so I'm not too worried about it. Only thing I want to is bring that condition this time. They told me I could have been better conditioned, so I want to see what they would say if I bring that condition, you know? So
Okay, this time. So
be
tell the
really-
people how 2022 went for us. Because I met Danny, probably 6 months back.
Yeah.
He was guest posing at CA, a little
Yeah.
bodybuilding show. It's not even an NPC show, it's just a little practice
I forgot
show.
about that one.
But he guest posed at that. I saw him and I said, I want to get big. So we've been doing a little bit of a collaboration. We're doing content,
Schizophrenic lifting content.
coaching. Content for coaching, pretty much.
Yes.
So I'm working the camera and you're doing meal plan and workout plan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and we'll also be doing a little bit of posing somewhere here and there. 2022 was an entire roller coaster. Personally, I was going through a lot. I did New York Pro in April, and then coming off of New York Pro, I was looking forward to doing Dubai Pro in October. A lot of things happened and I couldn't fly. So we switched to Texas at that point in time.
Yep, San Antonio.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
between New York and that next show, that's when we met. So
Yeah,
New York was April, you said?
I believe April.
And then around June, I guess, was when we started filming.
Yeah, so I never really got off prep. It was like a roller coaster on, off, on, kind of off, on. We rolled into Texas and then we won Texas. You shot that whole show, so
That was exciting.
on point, amazing. And then we rolled into Olympia, and things didn't go great at Olympia.
Vegas was crazy for everybody, for
Yes,
sure.
highly intense, a lot going on. For that show, we didn't really have weight issues on weighing in or anything, but we definitely had other factors that made my stage package not look as good as I wanted to.
Right, right.
Factors like stress, of course, and with me, when it comes to stress, man, I just hold water like a water buffalo. The minute I get stressed, cortisol levels go up, water holding goes up.
Yeah.
That's basically how it works for me. Those stress factors did hit hard, and it showed on stage,
But 2023, all those things are calming down. So all the cortisol we had last season, we're ironing all that out.
Facts. This should be a lot smoother and more fun. All around. At this point, I'm just excited about the changes. I made a lot of changes last year, even though it was a tough year. So without all those other stress factors in this year, it should be great.
Right.
Regardless of anything, it should be great. So.
And I actually have set up everything for doing some bodybuilding starting on the new year. So I'm going through learning how to do calories, macros, trained cardio. I never did cardio. So we're doing regimented cardio, regimented lifting, regimented food, some posing together, content. So I'm going to see if I can get pretty big. But mostly we're going to be following you, and then who else? What else is going on?
We got James.
We got James. We have
James.
another friend on the content team.
Definitely. And James is going to be also going through a cut phase, I believe.
What the show he's doing?
What show is it?
It's the one in Houston. I think Houston, the Summer Shred.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that. I
Okay.
don't know much about that show, honestly.
Okay, neither do I.
I've heard a few things last year about it, but I never really looked into it, as a coach or anything. But we should definitely check it out. I'll talk to him more about it, see if he can shed some light. And yeah, Summer Shreds.
It's just an amateur show.
Yeah.
And then it's put on at Alpha Land.
Alpha Land, okay.
And I think it's like the big, like, it's like an influencer bodybuilding show. It's just like you sign up and then you see what you can do.
Yeah. I mean, getting super lean is not that hard, honestly.
I think our buddy James, he wants to get big.
Yeah. I saw his profile and he's a petite kind of guy, you know? He's lean, he's not huge. He's already lean. So I was like, how much more lean do you want to get?
Honestly, we should call him.
I'm down.
Are you ready for that?
I'm ready for that.
I think that's a good intro on what we've been doing.
I think they need to know.
We've been shooting and filming for 6 months, and now we're going to start a little series together. So let's call James.
Let's call James.
Yo! Here you guys go.
What's up, dog?
What's up, boss? How's it going, man?
It's going great. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Good to hear. Good to hear. What are you up to? Were you just waiting on us to call?
Yeah, pretty much. I just got home from the gym, ate a little bit of food. Just waiting on Cole. Cole's kind of slow, so.
Oh, wow. Let the camera know.
When did you chat? Yeah, I didn't even know what time we were doing this till last night.
You said 2:30.
Well, no, he's in North Carolina.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We had to get set up.
Okay, I'm not going to say I showed up late, but I might have. But it's still his fault.
I'm not doing anything.
Panther's never wrong. So tell me about your fitness history, man, and your history with coaches also.
Yeah, so we'll cut it down to the wire. I did sports throughout high school, you know. I did football, wrestling, track, so we trained in the gym. I ran track in college, and then started eating. It told me about eating and everything, and I started doing it. First month I was up like 6 pounds, and then like a few months later I had old friends tell me like, "Are you working out? Are you getting big? You look bigger." And I was like, "This shit's awesome." Like we were training, so I ended up stopping running track because I wanted to focus on lifting more, and I haven't really looked back since. I've always wanted to compete. I picked up a coach in July. I picked him up in July thinking it would help me get out of this rut. I was going through a weird mental rut, I guess. I moved here, so it was kind of chaotic. I thought maybe picking him up, looking to do a show in the summer would be good.
Right.
I went like maybe 2 weeks of it, and I wasn't in it the first place. I thought that's what would get me in it. And I hurt my back in February, and I just couldn't get out of like this rut.
Okay, perfect. Before I start, I want to ask about that back injury. Did you ever get that checked out, or what was it about?
Last leg workout, I went to put 225 on the bar, and I couldn't lift it off the bar.
Oh, wow.
It was really bad. Like, there was something. I couldn't hardly move for like a few days. But I started going to chiropractor. I've been doing that for over a year now. And I think immediately, I haven't had no problem since. I don't deadlift anymore, but I'm not really used for it anymore for me.
Right.
Other than that, I've been healthy.
It sounds like a pretty experience when it comes to training. So how's your diet been?
I will say my social media took off, and I just started eating out like twice a day. Really
Right.
weird for me. If I go bad, it's like I go really bad. Like I went from 145 to like 203. I was eating
Nice.
clean, and then I heard about dirty bulking. Never will do that again. I have no problem eating clean. I enjoy it.
Yeah. How tall are you?
6 foot.
6 foot? Oh, you're a tall guy. All right. Explain to me this Summer Shreds show. Like, I'm not really familiar with it.
I'd say it's one of the more popular shows for like people that kind of go with no experience of ever stepping on a stage.
Yeah.
Usually it's in June, but I just looked. It's in July this time.
Okay.
And just a lot of people they can meet there. Most of the influencers go. They're
Yeah.
just there during that time. So figured that would be a good one to do.
Do they do categories?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Perfect. And what category are you looking to do?
I was trying to see what you were gonna say. 'Cause
Usually I let clients choose depending on where their heart's at, but I will give you my opinion on where I think you should be after our view check-ins and we talk some more, of course. I will give you my opinion where I think you should be. Judging from your pics that you just sent me, your uppers are solid. So immediately looking at that, I would say men's physique, but I haven't really seen your legs. Runners' legs does help when it comes to detail, but a lot of runners have problem building in legs. So we'll definitely judge from there. As far as
Take your pants off.
Get naked.
Get naked on camera. Come on. Oh, he's doing it.
He's naked, guys. He's thinking. Oh, your legs are solid, bro.
Yeah, easy.
Classic. You can pull it.
Classic. All right, cool.
You can definitely pull it off. I'll tell you this, like, I'm very upfront and real, as Cole knows, with my clients. So just looking at you, I haven't seen any of the shows there. I haven't seen the caliber of physique that guys bring there. But just looking at you, men's physique, you might have it hands down. Classic physique, you might have a battle. You know what I'm saying? You have a flow. You do have good legs, good back, good lats, good shoulders. But you lack a little bit of size, of course. You know? So with the show being in, what was it, June? July. With the show being in July, you would have a little bit of a growth phase, but it all depends on how your body responds. Now, the good thing is you do know your body because you tried your own growth phase, you tried your own cut phase, so you do know what can help you grow and what can help you not grow. And I think that's a major key when it comes to coaching and clients, because when a client knows their body, all you have to do is listen as a coach. You know? So I don't have to give you plans to figure out what's going to work with you. You already know, like, yo, this works for me, this works for me, this does not work for me. You know, and we go from there, and that just speeds up the process to help you get where you want to be as far as your physique goes.
I agree with the size part, definitely, because I got more of like an aesthetic skinny build to me,
yes.
And I'm missing the fullness part.
Right.
I think that just comes with more time too.
Of course.
Proper. And I have no problem you coming and visiting you guys. I would love to pick you up as a coach. I'm getting to know you already. I mean, Cole's talked about you a lot. He likes to talk like me. So.
Yeah, I don't show
Cole
that.
likes me.
I do like me.
I think it would be really great to have someone I can jump on a FaceTime with and talk to, because I thought maybe that personal connection could be the difference.
Yeah. I would much rather be hands-on with competing clients. Honestly, like I do like online, but hands-on with competing clients works way better because there's a lot I can show in person than I can tell through the phone. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I don't know how to explain it.
Well, tell them what you did with your coach, because you opted for a smaller name, but in person yourself.
Yeah, so I had, after I left my coach was Abdullah before. I'm not sure if you know him. He's Brandon Curry's coach also. And after we went our separate ways, like, I realized that a lot of big name coaches, they don't necessarily have the time for certain clients. You know, they're focused on different clients. I would say the more popular clients, from what I've seen, personal, they're focused on the more big name clients rather than anybody else. And as you experience, you might take a while to hear back from them. Sometimes you might hear back from them too late, or you're not getting an update on what's going on in the plan, you know. And there's certain times in my plan or in my process where I was lost. I didn't know what we were doing, whether we were growing, cutting. like I didn't know what was going on. There was no set plan. I like a set plan for everything. It's when it comes to competitors, like, what is our off season going to look like? What is our cutting phase going to look like, you know? Like, just to understand, for the client and coach to understand what is going on, what is our goal. So this client is not just, hey, follow this meal plan and let's see what happens. What does that mean?
Yeah, should I be hungry on the meal plan or am I bulking?
There's a lot of scary stories. I admit, like, I'm not the greatest in coaching, right? Like, I'm still learning. I have a lot to learn, especially when it comes to time management. Of course, I learned a lot last prep, because last prep, as you guys probably will know already if you've seen the video, I had a lot of personal issues I was going through, and plus prep, it made it difficult for me to keep up with a lot of clients. And then in return, I ended up dropping a lot of clients because I honestly couldn't keep up. You know, like, I couldn't keep up with updates, I couldn't keep up with a lot of things. So that taught me a lot when it comes to me coaching while in prep. The thing about me is I don't give cookie cutter plans. I don't give like a random plan to anybody. I take time to go in there and fix your plan detailed to you, detailed to your time. Like Cole would know, like, I ask him, hey, does this work for you financially?
Yeah.
And like, does it work for you? Does these meals work for you throughout the day? Like, can you, with your schedule, can you eat all of these meals, you know? So knowing things like that is like a lot of details, and on prep I couldn't keep up with it. So, but now I have a better sense of what I should do and how to prioritize that time. But I admit there's a lot of scary stories out there with coaches and plans and people just honestly wasting their money.
For sure. I see that. I understand that. Granted, I could see a cookie cutter meal plan for, considering I wasn't going to compete for like a year anyway, would make more sense.
Even if, let's say, you are a year out or you're far out from a show and I don't know whether you're doing a show or not, but you know that you want to grow, right? So I would say within 2 weeks, if there's no changes made, or let's give it 3 or 4 weeks at that point, if there's no changes made to that plan, that personnel is not catering towards you. If there's no changes made physically, there's no changes made to the plan, that plan is not catered towards you. If you start somebody with a cookie cutter plan, got it. But when those checking comes in like a month later or 2 weeks later, you see no visible change, like no weight, no nothing, then okay, obviously we got to change something in the plan.
I'm not saying you did bad. I mean, maybe that was just because I was that far out.
Yeah. Yeah, like, honestly, as a client also, like, I only notice how uneducated some coaches are until I get with a good coach. So, like, who's to say if he's bad? Maybe his knowledge is just limited versus somebody else whose knowledge is vast and has way more knowledge based on what you want rather than what they're capable of, you know?
I don't know. I'm not going to say anything bad because I didn't really give 110% myself.
That's understandable. And how is your schedule right now?
Free 24/7.
Sheesh.
He makes videos for a living, Danny.
You still gotta. You never know. He might be a porn star on the low. Who knows?
No 3 to 5 a.m.s.
No 3 to 5. That's actually perfect, man. And that works out perfect with a coach like me because I know where to start you off. You're not a beginner. You're definitely not a beginner. You're seasoned and you know a lot of stuff. You'll probably ask less questions about my training or diet plan. So I'm all for it. Any other information that you would like to give me?
I'll get your number or however you want to do that, and I'll send you like 3 photos. What you think?
Definitely. I'll definitely have more questions offline. We will definitely talk a lot more. This is not anywhere close to the amount of questions that I ask when it comes to coaching and training. But
this was a toe dip.
Yeah. Basically, I just wanted to get to know you as a person and what you got going on in your life. I feel like that's a major key when it comes to clients because I can't give you a training plan or a diet plan if your schedule doesn't fit towards it. So I just wanted to get to know you, and then we will definitely text more about where I think you should be, when I think we should start, how we're going to start, and what we're going to start off with.
That's perfect. Yeah, I'm pretty free. I've done macros and calorie counting for a long time, so I know all about that. So I got a food scale and everything. I'm ready to rock and roll. Like, I mean, I won't be questioning you on everything because you're more of an expert than I am.
Right, and again, ask, like, dude, even if you got a question and I tell Cole to, if you think it's stupid, just ask it.
What I text you last night, I said, can I eat some salsa?
Yeah. I'd rather you know more and be sure of it than be thinking about, like, oh, is this okay? Is this not okay, you know?
Yeah, I agree. The only downfall, and I don't know how you are about it, is I can only eat salmon to a certain extent.
That's perfect. Yo, that is fine. We have substitutes.
If it has to be, then of course I'll eat it. I'll do it.
Nothing, I'll tell you right now, nothing has to be in there. Like anything is substitutable.
3 scoops, down the path, isolate.
If your coach tell you have to eat this no matter what, that is a freaking lie. You know what I'm saying? I chose it, you didn't. Lie.
They could do that, dog. Like, they didn't choose bodybuilding, you did.
Other than that, man, there's not one food I won't eat, I don't think.
Perfect.
I'd love to fly down. I mean, I have a free schedule, so I would love to meet you guys. And I haven't seen Cole in a while, so it'd be kind of cool to at least meet you in person, especially on a lot of questions I may have, or like form and all this and stuff.
Yes.
So
That'd be perfect content, dude. You know?
That will be definitely something we set.
Yeah.
I absolutely, 100%. I would be down to have you as a coach for sure. I already feel more bonded to you than I did the 2 months I was with the other guy.
Perfect. I'm gonna let Cole shoot you my number, and then we'll definitely talk more through text and more than likely a call tomorrow if you're free.
Okay, that's perfect.
All right, I'm solid, dog.
That's it. I mean, we'll wrap up this phone call. We'll work some stuff out, but until then,
peace out. Well, that was good. I honestly thought the show was like they put on whatever and just get on stage and show their transformation or something. I didn't know it was actual show like, hey, we have categories and whatnot, so that makes it a little bit better for me. I can now fit them in a category rather than, hey, let's just get as shredded as we can.
One thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to educate you a little bit on the fitfluencers. Because you know real bodybuilding. You know, we grew up like watching Bro Science, Bradley Martin, all those like Alex Eubank, all the fitfluencers.
Question mark.
He has no idea who I'm talking about. It's because they're just the pretty boys of the internet. I would say C-Bum's turning into a pretty boy of the internet.
I believe that.
Who he's popular with?
Yes.
Because, his physique's amazing.
Yes.
He deserves the wins.
An enormous following.
Is definitely turned into an influencer, bodybuilder.
Sheesh.
But the guys are more bodybuilder.
Yeah,
Their followings are huge, but all their followers are bodybuilders.
Correct.
So C-Bum's got, everybody's following C-Bum, but the people is just in the community.
Correct.
So we'll educate you a little bit on the fitfluencers, all the skinny boys with the abs, and you just teach me and James about all the really big boys who, matter.
Of course.
And right here, yeah.
I was excited to document everything, dude. Well, I've been thinking about this for a long freaking time, dude, and it's about time that we put everything out there and, let the people see exactly what's going on rather than just the highlights of the bodybuilding, like the cool Instagram pics and the stage shots. Like that's cool, but the behind the scenes of actually training towards that is where the gold is, you know what I'm saying? Like that's where everything comes together. You see that personality and you attach that personality to that person, it makes seeing that end result a lot more better. You know what I'm saying? Like, what that guy's been through, or girl has been through, and you see them on stage, it's like, wow, he really changed within those last 12 weeks or 16 weeks or whatever it is that you're prepping for that show,
Well, that happened to me. We have been working together for 6 months now,
yeah.
And we're doing the cool shots. I'm coming to like a training session a week, roughly, and I'm hanging out with you, going through your training sessions, shooting pictures, and then I'm sending you edits.
Right.
But they're all songs over the top, or maybe a 30-second clip of you talking, but it's nothing like the full experience of like what's going on. And when I went to San Antonio with you, so I had the opportunity halfway, I met up with you right when you're starting prep.
Correct.
You were going to go to Dubai, that got canceled, and I ended up following you through that prep, shooting with you, and going out, staying in your Airbnb, and going to San Antonio where you won and qualified for the Olympia. And at that show, I snuck backstage, and we got some good content, but
amazing content.
It changed my life. Like, because I showed you that Snapchat before you started pumping up. Yeah. It was like, small. If he could be small, he was small. And then you started feeding in the carbs, you started feeding in the calories, and you grew. It looked like you gained 40 pounds from that Snapchat to the stage shots.
Right.
And that changed my life, just seeing the whole process and knowing you personally.
Right.
Because in finals, they crack down on you for finals, and they're like, put the camera away, we're taking it. And so in finals...
sorry.
I was in front... Yeah, I'm really sorry. Right now, tier, no more breaking the rules and sneaking back into shows. Sorry.
Unless you don't let us.
You don't let us. But I was in the front row with my wife and your girlfriend, and watching you like do that performance...
Yeah.
It was really...
Lit. I'm telling you, those are mind-blowing... And that's probably because you saw what I went through.
Yeah,
so you see the entire process. So it's like getting up stage, like, yo, this guy did not look like this like 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Or I know what he's been through to get there. So it's amazing. And like with this, we're planning on basically going all the way, dude. Like I have aspirations on doing Olympia until my body taps out and tells me, hey, we're done. There's never a year from now on I'm gonna make this promise where I'm not gonna qualify. I'm very certain of that. So, other than qualifying is being the best.
Yeah.
Being the best. You have to compete with the best to beat the best. So, I'm definitely looking forward to future Olympias this year. Mostly this year.
Yeah, this is going to be a big year. This is going to be a big year.
It's going to be intense. Another show that I'll be doing each year is the Texas Pro, of course, the one that I won in San Antonio. So I will definitely try to remain Mr. Texas for as long as I can.
That's what I want to see.
As long as I possibly can. And then slowly inch my way into Arnold's and all that stuff.
By the end of this series, we're telling them that story. Yeah. We're going to tell them the story of the Arnold eventually. Not now. We'll let the people like you more before they hear about the horrible things
Exactly. Don't give out all the bads and all the goodies. You know what I'm saying? But you know me right now. You've seen us right now.
This is it.
This is the beginning of something great. I'm telling you, we're going to throw content at you guys that doesn't always involve bodybuilding.
Yeah.
You're going to see every different sides of myself and my cameraman.
What do we got on the docket next video? Do you know?
Oh, I'm not sure yet.
I know.
What?
We're doing yoga. I'm gonna make him do yoga. And I know how to do yoga, but I don't know how many yogas have you done?
It was one of the first ones. I don't know if you remember.
How many sessions? He's got 2. He's 2. We're gonna get
honestly. I did one yoga.
Content's gonna be
one
fire.
yoga session in my entire life, and I didn't like it. I'll be honest, guys. I didn't like it. I wasn't as flexible, so I couldn't do half the stuff they were doing. It was intense. It was. I thought it was gonna be some simple stretching. And it definitely wasn't simple stretching. It was intense stretching. And I felt like I was below beginner status and they were above expert status. So we didn't meet. We didn't understand each other. So I left.
Oh, you walked out?
I walked out. And I'm not ashamed to say it. I left. I left halfway through. I act like I was getting water in the back. I just slipped through the door and never went back. In my defense, nobody called to ask where I was at. So obviously they didn't care about me. No, they didn't even know me.
That's where I did.
They didn't even have my number. I'm just saying that so I can feel good about it.
Okay. All right. Do we want to touch on anything before I cut? I'm sure the people are wildly entertained by now.
Definitely.
I'm sure
expect the best.
Expect it.
Of him.
Demand it. Me. No, I have so much stuff to edit. So and we're doing it.
Exactly, and that's a major key, man. Like, cause politics does play a role in bodybuilding. If you guys know or don't know, like your following, what you do on social media, all that plays a role because they look at that. Because at the end of the day, if you become Mr. Olympia or you win Arnold's or you win New York Pro, whatever it is, those prestige shows, like you are the face of that show. You know, so they are looking at what you're doing on social media. Are you promoting the sport? Are you promoting negativity? Like, what are you doing on social media? So all this is going to play a role. So you guys should like, share, comment, subscribe, post, whatever it is.
Whatever app this